多呢，这儿有好多，来看。
Due scelta, desde che
around the building. Now pirates, they did used to sail the seven seas and they obviously don't anymore, but a couple of our lovely sea friends have picked up a couple of their swashbuckling ways. So just a quick little introduction to the Oceanarium. This tank has about 2.3 million litres of water in it. It's quite a big tank, it's our biggest one here at Sea Life Melbourne. Just here it goes to about 7 metres deep, and just up the top there it gets to about 4 metres deep. So it is quite deep here. This bit is our trench, it's where a lot of our schooling fish hang out, and then up the back there is where a lot of our rays hang out. Now you'll notice as I'm talking some nice big sharks and rays swimming past us. This lovely guy here, that looks like it's Casper. He is one of our giant smooth rays. They are the biggest species of ray in Australia, so they're absolutely huge. We have our biggest one here is called Mars, and she's about 2.3 metres across. You'll also notice some sharks circling as well. We've got Bob, our sandbar whaler, right up the front. We've got Charlie, our sawfish, with that lovely long rostrum having a swim around. And we also have Star, who is our spear-toothed shark, having a swim, and one of our tawny nurse sharks, those lovely big long white ones, having a swim. These fish here are the golden trevally. Now talking about pirates, the golden trevally, they're actually very, very cheeky. They do like to steal food. It does make feeding things in this tank a little bit difficult. They will try and steal any food we throw in there for anybody. Very much like Daisy. So Daisy is our female spotted eagle ray. She's actually quite large simply because she does steal food from others, and that's pretty cheeky, pretty annoying as well. Here she is coming on like like a little vacuum cleaner, she'll probably shuffle around the sand and see what she can find hanging around. Now Daisy does have a lovely boyfriend called Duke, who is another spotted eagle ray. You'll notice that Duke, they are the same age. He is quite a lot smaller than Daisy, simply because Duke does not steal food from others. Now speaking of stealing food, we have a couple of animals who are not at this aquarium, but do have some pirate-like characteristics, and one of those is the sperm whale. Now whales, they are incredibly intelligent creatures, and they actually do something very, very cheeky. They actually steal food off fishing lines up in Alaska, and they have not only learnt to steal food off these lines, they've also learnt to teach their young how to steal the food as well. And that is a pretty easy meal coming up to a fishing boat. They have these lovely long lines with fish caught on them, and the whales come up and very sneakily grab those fish off the lines and eat them. So the fishing boats in Alaska have learned to, one, avoid sperm whales, and two, pull up those lines very, very quickly as soon as they see them to hang around. They're incredibly cheeky. Now a couple of other pirate animals that we do have here. We have an octopus here. Now octopuses are very, very cool. They're also very clever creatures. They actually have a lovely den that they like to hide in, and they actually will decorate that den with lovely shiny treasures and anything they find very pretty. Now once again, they are very, very clever creatures, octopuses, and they actually like to defend that den using sharp rocks and bits of coral poking out at the entrances, and that keeps that den nice and safe from any predators and also anything that might want to steal that treasure as well. Now some other animals that like to steal things, we also have hermit crabs. Now hermit crabs are very, very special. They actually don't grow their shell, they have to get shells from other animals. So any seashells you see on the ground, hermit crabs will love to use them as a lovely home to live in. Now hermit crabs, they do like to swap shells, and occasionally they will fight over the best one. They're like, no, excuse me, I want that one a lot more. They usually do this shell swapping in a large group, so that once a larger one swaps its shell, a smaller hermit crab can grab that old shell, and so on and so forth. Very, very clever. Very, very cool. We also have some tusk fish that are actually very smart as well. They love to use tools to open up shells and pippies and mussels. And so we have no doubt that they would definitely be able to open a treasure chest with those very, very sharp, lovely tools that they use. Now a couple more animals we have here swimming around. I'll try and point them out. As I mentioned, we have some schooling fish hanging down the bottom here. We got Charlie, our sawfish. Now Charlie, I have no doubt in my mind that she would definitely be able to win in a sword contest there with that lovely long rostrum. And that rostrum has lovely little scales poking out the side of it. Those scales have a very important job. They are used to find food in the sand. Now Charlie, she's very special. She looks a little bit like a shark with those dorsal fins, but she's actually a type of ray. Now we know that she's a type of ray because of where her mouth and gills are. So all rays, their mouth and gills are found underneath their body. If she was a shark, her mouth and gills, or at least her gills, would be found on the side of her head. So just like our giant smooth ray just in front of us, Charlie's mouth and gills are underneath her. So when you go through the tunnel, make sure you keep an eye out for that lovely smiling mouth of hers. It's very, very sweet. Very, very precious. That rostrum is also a pretty good way of fending off predators. As she is a ray, rays have flat teeth for crushing and grinding up their food, and they don't have sharp teeth like any of our sharks in here. So that rostrum's a great way of fending off any predators and also finding food floating around her. There's lovely Duke, Daisy's handsome boyfriend, having a swim pass. You will notice he's quite a lot smaller than Daisy. As I mentioned, Daisy's only quite large because she eats more than she should, and she steals more food than he does. He's actually very, very polite. Now we do have a shark up the top here. This is Star. She is our spear-toothed shark. Now she's called a spear-toothed shark because her teeth are incredibly pointy like a spearhead. And these sharks were only found in the 1980s, so they're very, very new to the animal field. Hello Daisy, you're showing off today. Now they're very, very new to the scientific field. They're also a critically endangered endangered species. So they actually, the juveniles grow up in river systems, and as they are an adult, they swim out into sea. So we don't know too much about them, so hence why we have Star here to study her and hopefully learn more about them so that we can save them. We have another type of our critically endangered species in this tank as well, and that is a leopard shark. Now our leopard shark is called Leo. You probably won't see him up this end, but you'll definitely see him swimming around here. Now Leo is very cute. He is about a tan colour, and he's covered in these lovely black spots, hence the name leopard shark. He also has this lovely long tail. Now Leo is a real sweetheart. He really likes getting pats and scritches from all of our lovely divers. He will actually harass them for them, so he's actually quite cheeky with it as well. Now with that lovely big shark up the top there, as I mentioned, that's a tawny nurse shark. They are actually a little bit lazy creatures. They are actually a cave-dwelling species. They're also nocturnal. So if you see them sitting on the ground down the back, do not panic. It is actually an urban myth that all sharks have to swim at all times to get oxygen. It's only some species of sharks. So our tawny nurse sharks are not that type. They are totally fine sitting on the ground, blending in with that lovely white sand and having a rest. It's what they do best. Now you only need to worry if you can't see those gills moving. Those gills is how they breathe and how they get all of that lovely air. Alrighty guys, I hope you have a wonderful day here at Sea Life Melbourne. If you have any questions about any of the animals in this tank, please come up and ask me. And if you have any questions about any of the other animals, please come up and ask as well. I'm happy to answer any questions. Alrighty guys, thank you very much, and I'll probably see you walking around the place.
But now it is after working there for a while. Yeah. And also like Daisy is my favorite actor. I like it. That works. That was good timing. Yeah. It's really cool, isn't it? If you actually, I mean, that's kind of hard to tell, but it looks exactly like Duke on lips. Yeah. So that's so cool. It's kind of in memory of this place as well. Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, here we go. Take a picture of the squad, quick.
Smile. There's a shark that there. Smile.
It's hard to get the Stay there, so like this room I missed it. Wait for him to come over again. Where are you? He's over there. That's the sun. Oh, he's on this side. Here he comes. You ready?
Smile.
Wait for him to come over. Wait for him to come over. Here he comes. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
it's not as good as the one that I did. You know, she tell me that you can she's in Melbourne. Well, I built the aquarium myself.
Do they have? Oh, plastic.
Oh, they sit there. Keep going.
Well, they don't do it,
No. You should have one that is like have an aquarium like this. And they can research.
मुझको तो उल्टा कहीं देखा है बोलो
मैं इधर ही हूँ।
ऊपर જોઈ લે
डैडी आपने जो कही
हाँ एक मिनट बेटा
संडे तक सकता है कैंसिल करेगा
Why did it do
It's inside the body. Inside the body. Not the body, not outside.
Alright.